Oh my word. When are we gonna learn? When are we gonna learn? We cannot keep 11 men on the pitch. Oh my goodness. This is. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. I don't know. Welcome, guys, to the Chidi also takes for post match review of the game between Arsenal and Chelsea. We just concluded, and I tell you what, this game, I thought this game started lively. Of course, Chelsea, we didn't pick up the pace until maybe in the 15th minute. And before then, we had a couple of shake-ups in the defensive lineup. I thought the lineup was great. Okay, so Liam Rosinho he went with Sa and Chaluba in the fullback position, and then he started Hato and Rhys James on the left back and the right back position. Midfield, I thought was great. We had Caicedo, Santos, and Enzo Fernandez right there with Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, and Jao Pedro. Pedro Neto, who we're going to talk about in the beginning in a few minutes anyway, but this game it started off well. Both teams testing each other out. Chelsea had a very good chance in the 10th minute. With a crossing, and Sarr could not complete it. But they kept on. We kept on going, and Sanchez did make a few mistakes, and they almost capitalized on that mistake. The first one, he got the ball, he hesitated, he tried to pass it, he missed the he kind of miscontrolled the ball, and it was Jokeris who pounced on it, but Sanchez was very very lucky to kick the ball away before Saka was able to get the ball. Not once, not twice, about three occasions this kind of a thing happened. But I don't know, it was a little bit jittery at first, okay? And that's why I said in the first 10, 15 minutes, Chelsea did not really pick up, but then we started picking up the pace. However, in the 45 minutes, the goal came from the set piece again. Arsenal did the set. No, I thought that we were going to do something like what we did during the league matches against Arsenal. We would have three players go up front, and because of that, they had to push three players up front again. But that didn't happen, and of course Arsenal go ahead and get the first goal in the 66 in the 21st minutes, okay, through William Saliba. Now, credit to Chelsea, we did very well. We came back also with another set piece. Rhys James doing a cross from the right side of the pitch, and it was 1-1, an own goal by Piero Hincape, and Chelsea looked like we were back in the game. Second half, no changes in the second half, the start of the second half. But then, oh my word, in the 66th minute, the same thing again. We cannot stop teams from scoring us when it's a corner kick. Set pieces, just bring it on. Chelsea will take it. Okay, if you want to score Chelsea, just bring the set piece and we go ahead and take it. We give away free corner kicks, and we let them score. Two defenders scored the goal against Chelsea today. The same way, the same set piece. We just don't know how to mark players when we are in the 18 box defending play. But that goal, I thought it was a little bit questionable. That goal was questionable because obviously we could see that right there, Saliba uh, was dragging Sanchez, whom he tried to complain at that time, but for some reason, VAR just gave it away. I was like, what? It was clearly he was pulling him while he was trying to go for the ball, and that kind of delayed his response to catch the ball that was crossed in. I thought he would have caught the ball or hit it away, but that slow tug from behind kind of slowed his pace. And of course, the referee did not do anything. And I thought the referee in this game did not have a good game because there were some times when for example, the rec the first I think it was the second the free kick that Chelsea had, and for some reason you could see clearly that Rice lifted his elbow to hit the ball. I don't know why that was not given as a penalty, because on a good day, that would have been a penalty. Is it because he was defending? Okay, but we could see clearly he lifted his elbow and the ball hit him right there on his arm. And for some reason, VR did not even look at it. And, I think before that's when we scored our goal, or that was after we scored our goal. But I thought that was very, very questionable. And they scored the second goal, and of course, Chelsea had to do what Chelsea do best. We start to descend. Okay, first it started with Sanchez, trying to talk to the referee, and then all the Chelsea players go on there to try to talk to the referee, say, "Hey, that was a pull, that was a pull," and Pedro Neto, he gets a yellow card right there for the descent. And could you believe this? Just 5 minutes later on, he tackles uh he tackles Martinelli, and he get a red card. It was a second yellow, and he gets a red card. Chelsea playing with 10 men for the rest of the game. And at this point, of course, that was it. Credit to Chelsea though, we came back fighting. We had a couple chances. I think we had a couple chances to score, but it's going to be tough from that point on. Having 10 men playing against a well organized Arsenal team, there's no way we're going to able to score a goal. We did come out blaze fighting. The coach made some changes. He removed. We had like 3 or 4 yellow cards. He removed Santos and brought in Romeo Lavia. He took off Enzo Fernandez, who got a yellow card also for the same descent. But I think the coach was smart enough to remove him and bring in Liam Delap. I thought Hato had a good game today. Okay, he got a yellow card and he had to be substituted, and Malo Gusto came on. Malo Gusto coming on, I thought he changed the game a little bit for Chelsea, even playing with 10 men. And Sarr, who did a fantastic job before this game, had to be substituted. And then Tosin Adarabioyo, was able to be brought in. And of course, the last change was Cole Palmer, who also got a yellow card. It was a good yellow card, I thought, because at that time, we were, we went to what we had a corner kick, and Raya was able to catch the ball, and of course, it was going to be one of those quick throws, and you could clearly see Saka was about to run. I think it was Saka or Timber was about to run, but Cole Palmer had to hold him down. No, he had to hold Saka down. Timber was already running out front, and the coach had the referee had to bring the ball back. But oh my goodness, today's game, I don't know. I don't know. We have not beaten Arsenal in how many years now? 4 years, and we have just allowed them to take advantage of the situation. I thought we were playing very, very well at some point before the end of the first half. I thought we started building up in the game. We were having more control, and I think even during at the end of the game, statistically, Chelsea was able to finish with 58 point possession. Of course, that involved a lot of passing in the behind, but you could tell that Chelsea came out a little bit better in the second half, but it was going to be a difficult task after the red card. Statistically, it was a little bit even because they had just a little bit higher than us in terms of shots on goal. It was 5 shots on goal to Arsenal, 3 to Chelsea. In the first half, though, Chelsea did not have any shot on goal, which was kind of crazy. All right. And that's why I see that in the second half, we came up, we had 3 shots on goal. Shots overall, Arsenal had about 12. We had 9. And fouls, it was 11-14. Of course, 1 red card for Chelsea, 3 yellow cards for Chelsea, 1 yellow card for Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know what we can do about this now, because we are currently sixth in the league. Let me see. We are sixth in the league right now. After Liverpool won their game yesterday, Manchester United, of course, won their game again. They are currently third in the league right now. Chelsea is sitting sixth with 45 points, 16 goal difference, and just below us now is Brentford. Brentford is at 43 points with 4 goal difference. So we are sixth, and now we're going to be watching our backs because Everton, Brentford, and Fulham are creeping up. Hey, you might even throw in Bournemouth right there. And Manchester United is trying to give a pace, is trying to create a pace between us and them after winning their game, coming from behind to uh, beat Crystal Palace 2 goals to 1. But oh my goodness, Chelsea, I don't know what we can do. The coach needs to sit down with the players and talk to them because this is unacceptable. This is 9 yellow cards in this season, seven yellow cards in the Premier League alone. That is just how can you get top 4 if you get too many red cards? He's out of the game in the next game against Crystal Palace. I mean, it was against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is playing very well, although they lost the game yesterday. But you could see we had a chance to close the gap between us and Aston Villa and still at 48 points. That way, if we're able to beat them in the next game, we go ahead of them. But we just Chelsea, we give away all this free goals. If hey, if you want to I don't know how I feel right now because it's just annoying. It's just annoying. I don't know what we can do. This project, if it's gonna work, it has to start working because we are getting tired. And oh my goodness, tell you what, we've lost the game. We got to move on. And I think going forward, the coach, I think he has learned a lot of things. I hope he learned a lot of things in this match. I hope he learned a lot of things in among the players or in the players, their abilities, who he can trust, who he cannot trust. I thought when it comes to player ratings today, listen, when it comes to player ratings today, I thought a couple players did very, very well. I'm going to start with the defense, okay? Chaloba and Sarr, they did very, very well. Both goals, it came in a set piece. That's not on them because I think I think when it comes to set piece, all the players are always involved. Okay, we just couldn't pick out the goal scorers. I thought Hato did great against a very, very good player like Saka. Okay, Rhys James, you expect nothing less from him. He was able to pocket both Trossard and Martinelli, and the only chance that Martinelli got was when we had that set piece. Okay, I think it was a set piece or a corner, and James was the one who went to kick that ball. And by the time Raya cut the ball, I think, or gave away, by the time they got the ball, that's when they had that fast break. But James was not there to defend. Otherwise, in occasions when it was one on one against Trossard or even Gyökeres, you could see he always came out on top. I thought he was fabulous in this game. Caicedo, he started a little bit shaky, but he picked up the game. He was very, very good in that midfield. And Santos did very well. I thought do like he didn't really play like we've been seeing him, but he was most of the time back there helping to defend, especially against Saka to support Hato. Fernandez had a quiet game this today, and of course, Jao Pedro had a quiet game also. But we know he's facing two of the defenders who are very, very good. Palmer, I thought in some occasions he did very well, and Neto, of course, Neto. Oh my goodness, Neto. I don't think this is good for Neto because he has been one of the best players we've had in this team. And when I say best, not in a consistent way, best in terms of somebody who once in a while he comes up, he gives a good game, he always tracks back, which he was trying to do when he got that red card. But I'm telling you, why are you sliding and tackling like that when you know you're already on a yellow? I think they got to do something like this. If the player gets the yellow card, the coach should just talk to him and say, "Hey, you got a yellow card. You got a yellow card, so better calm down." Maybe that will help because I don't think they remember. They don't remember. He just launched at the tackle, and of course, Martinelli is going to eat that tackle because that's what they do. Okay, you could see Gyökeres trying to get a penalty, and it was Chaloba who tackled the ball, won the ball cleanly, and jumped up and was yelling at him, "Why are you trying to get a penalty?" But overall, I thought the game it was good. It showed us a lot, but we've dropped. That's 2 points in out of 3 games now. That's not good. Okay, 2 points. That's 2 points out of 2 points out of 9 possible points. That is just too bad. This is the first defeat or the first loss for Liam Rosinho in the Premier League, and it's coming at the hands of Arsenal again. These are three times they've met, and home and away, Arsenal have come away with the victory. The first game in the season, I thought that was a draw, but that was under a different manager. But I don't know. The players, they need to talk to the players, especially when something like that happens. Allow the captain to go forward and talk to the referee, and don't put yourself in there because you're just gonna get a red card. And of course, everybody's gonna be talking about the red card. Nobody's gonna talk about the questionable refereeing or the penalty that was not given, or the free kicks that I thought Chelsea should have had and was not given. But everything is gonna be focused on the red card because when you get a red card, you put your team, at a loss. We played very well, I thought, but it don't count anymore because we got a red card, and that's gonna be the focus. And I don't know. It's I don't even know what to say again. I'm just gonna, give. I'm just gonna stop right here because I'm not happy right now, and I need to make sure that I don't overexert myself in this because I don't like feeling this way. Unfortunately, we've lost the game. I was hoping this was going to be a win for Chelsea. I believe this was going to be a win for Chelsea. The worst case a draw, but turns out we lost the game, and now we have tougher games ahead of us, which we definitely have to win. The next game we must win that game because anything below victory is not good for us. Is not good for us. We just going down and down the pecking order, which is not. And Aston Villa lost that game yesterday, so they're playing at home and they're gonna come out to see if they can make sure they win. After that, we go away to Wrexham and then PSG, and then we go back home. So that's three away games back to back, and then we go to PSG for the first leg of the Champions League. So this match is going to be a lot, and after that, we have a home game against Newcastle, then the second leg of the against PSG, and then Everton. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we have one, two, three, four, 12 possible points in this March, and we need to pick up nothing less than 10. In fact, we need to go for all 12 points, because I'm telling you, this has not been a good day for Chelsea fans out there. And I don't know what the coach has to do, but he has to do something. Something has to change. Okay. Something has to change. One good positive thing I saw today was the return of Romeo Lavia, and I thought he was brilliant when he came in. He doesn't look very very match fit, but I thought he could handle him himself because Romeo Lavia is a very very smart player. Okay, he's one of those players that he uses 95% of his brain when he's playing and 5% of his feet. Okay, so that's it for me for today. I'm gonna find me something to do to forget about today's game. Okay, I don't know what you're gonna do for the rest of the day, but if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, do me a favor and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button because we need your support to grow this channel, okay? And